All right, here we've got a Stryker SR-94. Just picked this guy up, used. Had a bunch of tape, just a glob of solder on the end. Anyway, slid some heat shrink tubing over this, cut out all the bad stuff that was down there. Not going to run the factory fuse. Fuse will be upline closer to the battery. But we're going to extend the power wire out. It's real short. And so we're going to use some 12 gauge power wire here. And these are the fuses I'll be running off the 8 gauge lead that's going to lead in. It's going to do this in a 2-pill, both off of this. And all my stuff runs, see there, Anderson plugs like this. So we're going to put an Anderson on the other end of this 12 gauge. But we're going to go ahead and splice into these now. All right, on the positive side, did a linesman splice. Maybe I'll throw a picture up of what that is. You end up wrapping the wires kind of around each other, but that's what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and solder that connection as well. And I've got heat shrink tubing already on, so positive and negative to slide over and cover that joint then. But that's how I'm connecting those two together. Okay, both those are linesman splice and soldered on top of that. Heat shrink tube over each of those. And then I've got a longer one I'm going to slide down and over, but they're still warm from that, so I don't want it'll stick trying to slide it back down. So we'll let that cool down a little bit. While that's cooling down, we'll probably go to the other end here and go ahead and get our Anderson plug ready. And we'll go ahead and put this on the other end. Okay, so here we've got, that's where our splice is. Wires are separated a little bit there. That's holding that back together. Here we've got our positive and negative inside of the Anderson plug here. And so now we can just hook it up like any of the other stuff that we've got here, and we'll be good to go.